Welcome back to Wicked and Wasted, the podcast where two unfiltered millennials drink and talk about all things Disney. I'm Emma.
And I'm Donte. And today we're going to talk about a couple of our favorite things, Disney and drinks. Speaking of drinks, what are we drinking today, Emma?
Oh, today we're drinking the Double Pear Martini. It's one of our favorite drinks from Carthay Circle and California Adventure. This is very full. I'm very worried I'm going to spill it.
I probably will.
If you would like the full recipe for this drink, you can find it on our website, wickedandwasted.com.
Cheers.
Cheers. It's really good.
There is. It really is. All right. So today we're going to talk about our favorite lounges and bars that are found around the Disney parks, specifically Disney World and Disneyland.
Yeah, we've had to separate it into a few different lists because there are so many of our favorite bars. So we've narrowed it down to 3 lists, each with our top 10 in it. So we have outside of the park at Disney World, inside of the park at Disney World, and then our Disneyland favorites. What should we start with?
Let's start outside of Disney World because there was a lot to choose from there.
Really was a lot to choose from. Should we start with number 10 and work our way to our favorite?
Let's do it.
Do you want to do the honors of starting the list, or should I?
Here. Yeah, let's see. We started at number 10 with Territory Lounge at Wilderness Lodge.
Yeah, the last time we were there, you had the s'more old fashioned, and I had the L&C G&T, and they were good. We liked them.
It was good, yeah. It was really
the
good
bartender
for
was
a
nice.
late night cocktail.
Yeah, we just find it to be kind of obnoxious to get to the Wilderness Lodge. It's not an easy place for like a quick drink, yeah. Which is why it's at number 10. But still a really good place. If you're already going to be headed toward the Wilderness Lodge, we would recommend. Hard to put it at number 10, but there are so many other great bars and lounges. Should we go to number 9?
Number 9, yeah. Heading over to Ale and Compass Lounge.
Yeah, it's in the Boardwalk Resorts. It's a great hotel bar and convenient because it's walking distance from Epcot.
And it's not very busy.
No, it was empty
so it's
when
nice
we
to
were
get
there.
Yeah, it was nice to get a little escape from the hustle and bustle of the park.
Yeah, and you really liked the Manhattan. It was a good Manhattan.
And the Manhattan was great. Yeah, I do love a good Manhattan.
Yeah, by then I was just sticking with gin drinks. We did multiple bars on the same day. And I've learned the hard way that once I get to gin, I need to just stay with gin.
Go home.
Yeah, just go home. Just stop drinking. Go home.
Before something bad happens.
It does make me a little angry. But yeah, so I think I did, what was it, the purple something? Purple something?
Yeah, the Purple Mariner.
Purple Mariner. Yeah, I just remember that it was gin. And I was like, that's probably the safest bet at this point. But Manhattan was good.
It was a good-looking cocktail, though.
It was. It was a good-looking cocktail. Yeah, I don't know. We liked it. It was a relaxing spot. It's still not as special as like some of our favorites, but definitely solid top 10 bar lounge experience. And convenient, like we said. Very convenient.
And that brings us to number 8. We're heading over to the Polynesian. Kind of felt bad putting this in number 8, but
it's going to be controversial.
Yeah. Again, there's a lot to choose from here. But Trader Sam's is going at number 8.
Trader Sam's. I did feel bad, but listen, it's such a pain in the butt.
It really was, yeah. We had to get there early, and we still ended up having to wait an hour.
Yeah, it's like you have to get there between 2:30 and 3, wait in a line to put your name on a list, to wait on the list to get in. And that's just not convenient. Like, it worked for us because we had a day where we were just going to the resorts and drinking. But if you were like in the parks and you just wanted to hop over for a quick drink, that is so inconvenient.
Yeah. I think we got stuck having a drink somewhere else while we waited, and then we did a little shopping, spent more money than we should have.
That's always how it goes. Because you have to keep yourself occupied until they call you back. So what are you going to do? You're going to drink and eat and shop.
Good business plan for them. I bet you they do it on purpose.
You can't wander because when they text you to say it's your time, you have to be back within
You have
like
to be in the
10
area.
minutes or something.
Yeah.
It's stressful. It's too much stress for a bar situation, in my opinion.
Yep. Just
But if you get in,
perfect
it's
distance
fun.
from the gift shop, though.
It's a good distance from the gift shop. The other thing with Trader Sam's is it's a little bit hidden. Unless you're looking for it, it's a little bit tricky to find.
It doesn't seem like a destination. It's kind of more of a
No.
speakeasy.
Yeah. So I don't know. As much as Trader Sam's is like a favorite for people, I don't think we would go out of our way.
No. And last time we were there, I ended up going home with that Nautilus tiki mug.
And we had to buy an
I had to
extra
have
suitcase. Literally morning that we were leaving, we had to go buy an extra suitcase in the gift shop to put our clothes in to make room in the suitcase that we originally brought. And we each brought 2 suitcases each.
Massive box.
It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare.
Good cocktail, though. It was fun.
It's a good tiki cocktail.
You know, when you get your drinks there, something's going to happen, depending on what drink you have.
Yeah, it's like the adult version of Rainforest Cafe.
Mm-hmm. I'll take it. That was a guilty pleasure of mine as a kid.
It's still kind of a guilty pleasure. Mm-hmm. I'm surprised we haven't done the Rainforest Cafe in Disney World. Because they still have 2.
That's true.
And I'm shocked that we haven't done it. Shocked.
There's just so many other things that are better food and better drinks.
It's true.
Not that experience.
It's a special experience.
Maybe next time.
I would be super down, particularly the one by Animal Kingdom, because then there's that like secret entrance.
Yeah. Usually cut through there anyways, but might as well stop for a little snack.
Maybe one of the days, because Animal Kingdom always closes earlier. Maybe one of the days when we're leaving Animal Kingdom, we should just hop over. Yeah. Put it on the to-do list.
Write that down.
You write that down, and I will reveal our number 7 pick. Mm-hmm. Our number 7 pick was Banana Cabana, which I think is going to surprise people. I don't feel like if you just think about it, it makes sense that it's a top 10 bar or lounge, but we loved it.
Mm-hmm. It was really unexpected. It wasn't like a place that we had really thought we wanted to go to until we got there.
No, it's just the pool bar at the Caribbean Beach Resort.
Yeah,
so it doesn't feel like it would be special.
Skyliner to get there.
Yeah. I think that's why we ended up doing it, because we had this like idea to do essentially like the Skyliner crawl plus a monorail crawl plus visiting. Like we just wanted to see as many resorts as possible. And so we went simply because it was convenient.
It was, yeah.
And we loved it.
We really did. It was a good time.
We had so much fun.
Felt very Caribbean, of course, but reminded me of the
Florida.
Keys.
Yeah, it was very Florida. And the bartenders were so sweet. We had the best conversations with them, and they were trying to make us do, was she telling us to go to like the crocodile zoo or something?
Oh, and we never did that. Yeah, no,
we didn't have time.
Alligator. Yeah.
Here we go, the alligator. And then she was like telling us about these kayaks that we could do.
Write that
and I'm
down.
like, when do we have time to leave the parks to go on a kayak? But I love that she was giving us suggestions, and the drinks were good. It was perfect because like you're still outside because it's a pool bar.
That's right.
But it's covered, so you're not directly in the sun. The drinks were like those really good classic frozen, kind of like a pina colada, but it wasn't. It was like a guava colada, I think we had. Yeah. And then we just had the Banana Cabana drink, and we just ordered them because we asked the bartender, we're like, what should we get? And she was like, here's what you need. And she was right. They were so good. So refreshing.
Frozen drinks
delicious.
On a hot afternoon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had a lot of fun there. I would definitely go back. Particularly if you were in Epcot or Hollywood Studios and you just wanted to hop on the Skyliner.
That's where we had their, what was it?
So like a
Cabana
cheese
nachos?
dip?
Yeah, with nachos and cheese dip. Pimento cheese dip?
Yeah, it was some sort of cheesy dip, which totally makes sense because we are an absolute sucker for melted cheese and non-melted cheese. Basically any kind of cheese.
And expect us to walk away not having it.
No, mac and cheese, melted cheese, queso fundido is like our favorite thing in the
Queso
entire world.
fundido.
A
Mhm.
charcuterie board. I don't think we've ever said no to a charcuterie board if it's on the menu,
Mm-mm.
which is
We haven't found a queso fundido, have we? Trying to think. There was,
in Disney World specifically.
yeah. Wine Bar
I don't know
George
if we
has that like
have.
flaming cheese.
They have the flaming one, but it's not really a fundito. It's a little bit more solidified.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anybody knows one of those? Let us know. We got to get that.
We really want it. We've gone out of our way before, like just in our regular life. Like we will go somewhere specifically because there's a queso fundido on the menu.
Yeah. We do get, well, there's queso. Well, that's at somewhere else. We'll talk about that one later. There is a queso, but not fundido. Anyways, Banana Cabana. I think it's
underrated
pretty underrated.
classic, I think.
Yeah, for sure. If you haven't been
And
there, check
again,
it out.
pretty empty. It wasn't busy. They had good service.
No, we just walked right up to the bar and chatted with the bartender. So what's number 6?
Ooh, number 6 was Jock Lindsay's.
Oh, back to Disney Springs.
Yeah, we love Jock Lindsay's. I'm surprised.
We did. We've been wanting to go there for quite a while.
No, we've only made it in once because it's been so busy that we just haven't gotten in.
Made it in once, only for the holidays.
Yeah. I don't even think we drank off of their normal menu because I got the hot chocolate flight, alcoholic hot chocolate. I know it was good, but I think,
what I have. I just remember.
It was at the very end of our drinking day.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I remember what I had.
What was our last stop?
Yeah.
I just know I ended up with another tiki mug.
That totally checks out.
So it's another spot you can find some of those.
Plus, the theming is so fun. We love Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
so
I really do. It's probably one of my favorites.
It was a fun spot for like little hidden details. It was fun. I would recommend if you can get in, give it a try. Number
5, we've got Steakhouse 71 at the Contemporary.
Yeah, that was another one when we were on our monorail crawl and we were able to get in at the bar. We did have to wait a little bit, which was surprising because it was kind of early in the day. So I think we thought that people would already be in the parks, but it was still busy enough that we had to like check in at like the host stand and be like, can we go sit at the bar? And they were like, give it a minute. And we were like, okay.
It was worth it though. That was really good.
It was really good.
Really
we had a couple drinks, which were good. It was the last concourse and 1971 Sunset, I think were the two.
1971 Sunset, yeah. Yeah.
They were good, but I think the real standout was the food.
The food was so good. And the bacon and eggs.
Which was just like a slab of pork belly.
Just a chunk of pork belly.
Yeah, and then we had the mac and cheese.
It was the egg yolk.
Obviously, we can't say no to a mac and cheese. It was good.
It was just the 2, wasn't it? We wanted to try so much more.
Well, we were trying to limit ourselves because we were going to so many places that day. That place is like tricky for me because I feel like the quality is really good. Like I really like the quality of the drinks and the food. And I'm bummed that we didn't try the burger because I feel like I've heard such amazing things about the Steakhouse 71 burger.
I really want to get that burger.
Yeah, but I also feel like it's missing some of that like Disney-ness.
Yeah, and I feel like it's one main drawback is it doesn't have a view. Like it's inside and you can't tell that it's day
You're like
outside.
in a cave.
It's dark. Yeah.
You literally have to go down like a little ramp. Like you're in a cave.
Yeah.
It's better than what it was before. I don't even remember what it was called before it became Steakhouse 71, but we did not have a good experience
the fish
there.
Bowl.
That stupid fish bowl.
A bullshit with the sweetest fish.
God, I hated that so much. I was so mad about that.
That really pissed me off.
Yeah, so I'm glad they got rid of, I literally don't even remember what it was called. I can't believe I can't remember what it was called.
I don't know, but 3 of us shared it and we're all hovered over one drink.
And we felt sick. Like it wasn't a good drink. It was like a sweet.
Yeah, syrupy.
It's that stupid blue curacao bullshit.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I don't do that. I don't know how we ended up with that drink, but
I
seemed like
think
a
we
good
just
idea at the
wanted the
time, and it
novelty of
wasn't.
it.
Yeah.
Horrible.
He couldn't even keep the fishbowl.
A bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm glad that they've upgraded. I do think it's a great quality, but missing some of that Disney touch. I feel like that's why it didn't get higher up on our list, because the ones that are like higher up, they have something special about it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I think after that, they have to have some Disney quality to it.
Or a little
Just
pizzazz.
some bit of magic. Yeah. Which brings us back to the Polynesian. Guess it's not really Disney, but it is our spot we like to go and grab a drink before we get into Trader Sam's.
Their waiting spot.
The Tambu Lounge.
Yeah. We love the Tambu Lounge.
It's a good spot to go and share a Lapu Lapu.
We don't
cocktail
share. We both drink one.
No, we probably should share,
maniacs.
But we don't. It's quite a large drink served in an actual full pineapple.
And I do think you can order it just as the drink. Like, you don't have to get it in the pineapple, and I think it's cheaper that way. But why would we do that? I want
What's
the pineapple.
The point then?
And they do have food. You can get some of the food from
I don't remember
Ohana.
what we had there.
We've done the garlic noodles.
Oh yeah, those are good.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's a really good spot, and it's like very hotel loungy. Like, there is a bar with limited seating, but then there's just like lounge furniture around, and there is a window. There's a view.
It's good to relax. There is a view. The Polynesian is such a great looking resort.
I love that resort.
Yeah, that's one place especially one of the lobbies that I can just sit and people watch. Be in the atmosphere.
I think that's why I like Tambu Lounge, because you can either sit and look out the windows, or you can sit and kind of like, the lobby is like open, like the second floor, there's an opening. So you can sit and kind of look down over into the lobby. Yeah. It's a good spot.
Yep, it is. Where are we going here? Number 3?
Number 3 is Raglan Road.
Yeah, back to Disney Springs. I love Raglan Road.
We love Raglan Road.
I did not know that I was going to like that until we got there, and we heard it after our dinner at Morimoto Asia.
Yeah.
We ate.
Yeah, we came out and there was just live music.
Yeah.
And we were like, what is this?
It was so much fun.
We love it. Definitely a favorite spot of ours. And it stays open later than some of the other spots in Disney Springs.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit convenient for like a late night party, if you will, because there's always live music.
Mm-hmm. It's one of the few places that has live music and performers. They got the dancers.
Yeah. Good drinks.
Irish coffee on a cold night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't tend to go there for food because it's like normally where we go after we've eaten in Disney Springs.
I started following them on Instagram. Their food actually looks really good.
I would say we should try it for dinner one time, but I feel like we have such a hard time branching out from our favorite restaurants in Disney Springs that I don't know how we would do that.
We tried places the first time, and we just keep going back to the same places.
No, we never made it to anywhere new after that. We were like, these places are amazing.
2. Oh, we love 2. All right, Dahlia Lounge. Heading to our home resort.
Yeah, we, since our first trip to Disney World, have always stayed at the Grand Destino Tower at Coronado, and we love the tower.
It is so great. It's such a nice view from up there.
We love the tower, and
you're on the lakeside.
Although the first time we stayed, we overlooked the parking lot, and we loved it because you could see Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
Our view was like the Tower of Terror.
The last time, though, it was your birthday, and I was not having it. We're not going to stare at cars and the buses. It was right over the bus stop.
You threw a fit, but you were very nice about your fit. You were like, listen, special occasion.
Yeah. I guess I didn't get the memo. It was your birthday, and there better be a bottle of champagne in the room waiting for us.
They fixed it. They were very nice about it.
They did.
They
great about
moved
it.
us straight away.
They've always been great about everything.
But it's our favorite hotel because you don't have to walk. The one time we stayed at Animal Kingdom Lodge, I thought I was going to throw a fit every night.
Gotta walk a mile to our room from the lobby.
And at the end of your park day, you don't want to do that. Did I like looking out my window and seeing a giraffe?
I got lost every other time.
Well, it doesn't help that when you get drunk, you're a runner. You try to run away from me.
Well, you got to if you want to get there at a decent hour.
I walk fast. You just disappear. You pull disappearing acts.
Yeah.
And at this point, I didn't have your location, so I literally couldn't find you when you ran away.
Yeah.
We've since resolved that. We now have locations.
But that's all beside the point. Dahlia Lounge, though, at Grand Destino.
Well, we're explaining why it's our favorite. It's our favorite lounge because we're always at that resort.
Yeah,
because it's the perfect resort, and that's the most convenient thing in the entire world.
If we've closed a park down at midnight, and we get there and grab a last-minute cocktail.
Mm-hmm. And the cocktails are good.
Really
cocktails are delicious.
They are. That Grand Gin and Tonic.
Yeah, they make it with saffron. Is that the one that comes in that
beautiful glass?
Yeah, and they put saffron in it.
Yeah, it's really good.
I love that one.
It's quite a cocktail. It's a lot of flavors going on, but one is.
I know it's really great.
Usually enough.
Yeah, and then you do the make your own old fashioned.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. They've got a lot of great options for that. Good bourbons. And different bitters.
What a fun thing to do.
I think that's
your own old fashioned.
The best old fashioned that I've had. I've been up there.
Yeah. And we love it because you can sit inside at the bar and it's a very pretty bar. Or you can go out on the patio and it's a really good spot to see fireworks because you can see if you lean over, you can see 3 out of the 4 parks. The only one you can't see is Magic Kingdom. Yeah. Really good spot. Would highly recommend.
I forget. We've gotten food there, haven't we?
We have done the charcuterie board, obviously.
Yeah.
And then I think we did the wings. I think they had wings on the menu. And I kind of remember us nibbling down on those.
Dahlia Lounge. Let's see. Did we get the croquettes?
That sounds about right. I feel like it might have been after we had done Haleo and we were really inspired by a little Spanish tapas.
Yeah. Second dinner.
You sometimes have third dinners, fourth dinners. You sleep eat.
Guilty.
I mean, literally, while you were asleep, you find food and eat it. It's really impressive.
We
wake up the next morning and there's happens so many times. I've rolled over and all of a sudden there's a chicken nugget or something. I'm like, what?
Yeah. How did we get chicken nuggets at whatever hour it was? McDonald's delivered.
I was going to say, I'm quite positive we've done that a few times.
I've never done that before in my life.
Sure. We'll go with that. I am so excited to talk about our number 1 pick, though. I'm so excited. What is it?
All right, what is it?
It's the Enchanted Rose, of course.
It is. That is a very enchanted rose.
I
love that one. I really
love that bar.
If that's one we could take home to Disneyland, that would have to be the one.
As far as out of park bars, 100%.
Yeah.
I love that place.
That's what they should do at the Disneyland Hotel. All of the cocktails we've had there are so good. But
oh my God. They're so good.
I always get that lavender fog.
We go through
really
a series. I don't think we've ever had one. We always
I think I'll start with an espresso martini. It's been a long day at the park. And then you got to have, somehow we end up getting the caviar.
It's not somehow. We go in there with a conscious decision. We're getting that caviar.
I guess we're going to do it. I mean, how can you not?
Between the truffle fries and the caviar.
Yeah.
Every time.
I love those. The smoked trout and crab dip.
Oh, that was delicious.
That was really good.
That was
really good.
so good. But yeah, no, the caviar is our favorite thing. And then because we get the caviar, we have to get champagne with it because we're not barbarians.
Obviously.
We're gonna get caviar. We're gonna get champagne to go with it.
Or French 75.
Yeah, their French 75 is delicious.
Yeah.
It's really good. I think that's normally like what I start with when I'm there. And then I tend to end with an espresso martini after the champagne, after the caviar, after the truffle fries. Then I end my night with an espresso martini. But I love that lounge. The view is to die
great.
for.
That's another one. Yeah.
It's such a good spot.
That is a great view.
Such a good spot.
I love sitting out there on that balcony.
It's busy, but we've never had a hard time finding a seat.
No. Really not. And they got like great big lounges you can sprawl out on and relax and stretch after a long day.
Mm-hmm. And the inside is just as gorgeous as the outside. So if it's like hot and you're like, I am not sitting out there, the inside's a really good spot. Air conditioned, really nicely themed.
The theming, the Beauty and the Beast theming.
Yeah, I do wish that they
it's really pretty.
I wish that it was like the classic animated Beauty and the Beast instead of the live action, which I pretend doesn't exist because how dare they ruin my favorite animated movie with that nonsense. But that's a topic for another day.
Yeah. Well, we have a restaurant for that, I guess.
Be Our Guest does not count as a restaurant. That counts as an experience.
That's an experience. That's true. That is true. Practically an attraction.
Yeah. But yeah, no, the Enchanted Rose is 10 out of 10. If you can only make it to one lounge that's not inside a park, go to the Enchanted Rose. Eat the caviar. Live your best fancy life. And think of us while you do it.
If you're going to go there, you might as well go all out.
Go big or go home, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
Should we switch over to our list for our favorite?
Yeah, that wraps it up for out of the park. Now we got inside of the parks.
Inside Disney World parks, Florida-based.
We start off there. Let's see. Number 10. Oh, well. It's lucky it got that spot after what happened the other day.
Well, we've had better experiences in Florida than Disneyland.
Yeah.
Which is a bit of a hint as to what it is, because it is in both states. It's in Florida and California, but we don't love it.
That's another experience kind of thing.
Yeah.
But
we are obviously, we're talking about Oga's Cantina.
Mm-hmm.
We don't love it.
I don't know.
It's just, the drinks are like not good. The drinks aren't good.
No.
They're fine.
They're all right. And it's not like a bar you can just
get into.
They're all kind of like more pre-made kind of cocktails.
They're all pre-batched. Every single one is a pre-batch. I do like that they have
custom.
They do have beer that is like specific to the parks.
Yeah. Something to try.
So that's something.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't just walk in. You got to get a reservation or join the wait list. It's a bunch of bullshit.
It really is.
The drinks are expensive.
It's another one.
Expensive.
They've got the tiki mugs. And then you end up, it's far in the park, and then you end up having to carry that thing all the way back to wherever you're going.
They're heavy.
And they're heavy.
And so, I mean, listen, if it's like your first time going to the parks, do it. It's an experience.
And it's
if
an
you
experience,
are
the drinks are an experience.
If you're a massive Star Wars fan, do it.
It's fun.
It's an experience.
Mm-hmm.
If neither of those things apply to you, don't go. It's not worth it. Bunch of bullshit.
No.
Especially in Disney World, because it's in Hollywood Studios. There are so many better places to drink.
Yeah.
In Hollywood Studios.
There are.
So many.
Yeah. But if you're going to go and try a couple drinks, I'd say the Fuzzy Tauntaun. It's definitely part of the experience.
It's an experience.
That'll make you feel something.
You might not feel drunk, but you'll feel something.
Feel something.
Or not feel something, as it were. Little
More
numbing.
appropriately.
Yeah.
Well, the Jedi mind trick.
That one's not bad. Still, like, overly sweet. They're all kind of overly sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and also they're, like, very strict. So there's, like, a time limit when you're there, and you're only allowed to order 2 drinks, which I gotta put my drink down for this because I have a lot to say about this. First of all, I understand that their thing is like, we don't want you to get too drunk in the park, blah, 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 blah. Except for you can go to any other park bar and get more than 2 drinks. Second of all, because there's a time limit, they're saying we need you to drink 2 drinks in 45 minutes. Now, let me tell you something about alcohol safety. They say you're only supposed to drink 1 drink an hour. So they are telling you to drink double the amount of drinks that you're supposed to drink in that hour. They're setting you up for failure. And they're a bunch of bullshit drinks that are overpriced. It is outrageous. Don't go. Bunch of bullshit.
You tell them.
I have a lot of feelings about this.
If you're going to go to the one in Florida, though.
100%. The one in Disneyland really pisses me off. And we're going to get to that one in a minute.
Yeah.
Number 9?
Number 9. Looking for a blue 9.
I feel like number 9, maybe I should.
Wine cellar.
I was just going to say, maybe I should discuss it because about 2 seconds before we started filming this, you went, I don't remember that at all.
Oh, I don't. I remember espresso martini. And I'm pretty sure they put a Verna in that.
We went.
Classic Italian espresso martini.
Yeah, we went on a day that's a bit jumbled in our memories. Should we tell that story?
There was a lot going on. There was a lot going on. Yeah.
Do we? Okay. So the day before, we went to Universal Studios. And we were overwhelmed by that whole experience. It
was a lot.
The Harry Potter stuff threw us for a loop. We cried multiple times that day.
We only set one day aside as amateurs and for Universal Studios, and we made a mistake doing that. I don't think we left Harry Potter at all, except
we rode
at the end of the night. Yeah, rode the Mummy.
And Rip Ride, what's it called? Rip Ride roller coaster? Something like that?
Oh, that one that's right. That's right.
Yeah, we literally just went back and forth between the 2 parks doing the Harry Potter stuff and going to that Irish bar drinking.
The Irish bar. I blame Jane.
We don't know what her name is. If anyone knows of a bartender from 2020 in Universal at that Irish bar, her name was either Jan or Jane. We don't know, but we loved her. We adored her, but we don't know what her name is. And she got us very drunk. Drunk enough that by the time the park closed, we decided to do something that we'd probably been talking about for like 5 years. We just never did it because we were like, we're smarter than that. We walked right to the tattoo parlor and got ourselves a Mickey Mouse tattoo.
At 1:00 in the morning.
In the middle of a global pandemic.
I'm surprised we were able to find that one. I don't know how we managed that, but we did.
But that was such a good story because the universe.
And then we played some pool afterwards.
Yeah, but the tattoo we had to get because the universe told us afterwards that we had to get it.
It did.
We can tell that story later on because that was crazy. Sure. But anyway, so we got the tattoo. We eventually made it back to our hotel. And then we didn't sleep.
Not before we went and played pool at the pool hall.
Well, we had to go back because I was so nervous. I'm very scared of needles. So before we got the tattoo, we ran to the bar across the street to get a shot. And the bartender, I was like, I'm so nervous. And she was like, oh, tattoo? And we were like, yeah. And she was like, if you come back and show me that you got the tattoo, I'll get you a free drink. And we were like, done. Absolutely. We got the tattoo and we went back to the bar and be like, look, we did it. And then she was like, oh, I'll get you guys some free drinks. And then we got sucked into playing pool. It was a very long night. We get back to the hotel. We realize there's merch everywhere. And now we're drunk. And we're like, we have to go through all of the things that we've purchased.
and
So then we
display
lay
it
out
all over the room.
everything. And then it's like 6 in the morning, and I'm like, I think I need to take a shower. So then I get in the shower, and I get out of the shower, and you've completely rearranged all the merch in some way that made sense to you. So we didn't sleep that night. And then by like 10 a.m., we were like, we got to go to Epcot. So then we go to Epcot, and then we decide that we should drink around the world.
It's a drinking around the world day.
So then we drink around the world. And then by the time we got about halfway through drinking around the world in Italy, we had no idea what was going on.
No. But apparently we thought an espresso martini was going to fix things.
We had a bottle of Prosecco, too.
And a bottle of Prosecco.
And cheese.
Cheese.
It's a cheese board, too, that we had.
Cheese is the answer for everything.
And that's why it's number 9 on my list, because I loved this place. It was inside. It was comfortable. The people were really nice. The drinks were good. The bottle of Prosecco was reasonably priced. Like, it didn't feel crazy to do that. And it was like, I feel like that's what gave me my second wind on that crazy day, was sitting down at that place, eating the cheese. It
didn't feel crazy at that time, says the woman that got a tattoo and stayed up all night long.
Didn't seem crazy. It seemed perfect. But we did that, and it was great. And then we continued on, and then we just kept ordering Dom Perignon. We just kept ordering Dom. Glasses of Dom everywhere. And we got those giant cake pops. And after ordering probably multiple $100s of glasses of Dom, we both look at each other and we go, I hate this. Like, this stuff is horrible. I hate this. We're never drinking this again.
No. Somehow we ended up with a bottle of ice wine, though, to take home to your dad.
That was great. We liked that.
So.
But yeah, so that was Tutto Gusto. Good memories.
Yeah. And
or not memories.
I'm going to say it's because of them that we were able to survive that day.
I think that was one of the few places that day that we had food, real food. There was a festival going on, so we did have a few shrimp.
We were
and then we
eating
had
a
the
lot,
cake.
yeah.
And then we had the cake pops from that one booth.
Yeah,
but Tutto Gusto was our
cake pops.
The size of my head, I swear to God. They're so big. Yeah. So Tutto Gusto was good. I feel like we should go back and try it again on a night where we haven't stayed up all night the night before.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should.
If there's so many restaurants we still have to try in Epcot, though.
Yeah, but that's the thing, is it's not a restaurant. Tutto Gusto does have a restaurant, but this is the lounge. So we can just pop in, have a seat, a little snack, drink.
That does bring us down also in Epcot to a restaurant and bar, the Rose and Crown at number 8.
We have done both the restaurant and the bar. Restaurant was good. We had good fish and chips.
Yeah. There was, we had the cheese.
Obviously.
Got the cheese. Great cheese.
Yeah. But we like the bar.
But the bar in the front, you can just walk up to and grab a drink real quick and get out of there. It's usually pretty busy, but they move fast.
Yeah, it is busy. I feel like the first couple times that we went, I feel like we were kind of set up for failure with that bar because it was in the middle of the pandemic, so people weren't allowed to stay inside the bar to drink. You had to just order and leave. But the last few times that we've been now kind of on the other side of the pandemic, I think we've had a better experience in the bar because we've actually been able to find a little table on the corner and post up and have a drink and kind of experience it more. And it does feel like a very classic English pub. It has that good vibes to it.
But it's also good to just grab a drink and go into England, and stroll around the gardens there, and you might get a
you do oftentimes
meeting of Alice in Wonder. Yeah, Alice or Mad Hatter.
Alice Mad Hatter, and we've seen Mary Poppins over there
Mary
too.
Poppins too, yeah. Yeah. That's always
And
good.
also, we are members of the Disney Day Drinkers Club, and our trash can mascot is right outside of the Rose and Crown. So
I was going to
it's
say,
very
it's also,
important for us.
if you don't have a spot or a table or anything, you can always just grab your drink and go to the England
Go to Binny.
trash
Go
cans.
hang out with Binny.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah,
Makes
so
the
Rose
perfect
and Crown
table.
is good staple. Good staple. Just grab a drink and go. And I'm fairly positive that they do have drinks on the menu, but it is also a full bar. So you can,
Yeah, they do.
if there's nothing on the menu that like speaks to you, but you have like a drink that you get all the time, it's a really good spot for that. I feel like a lot of these Disney bars, they're pretty consistent with you have to get something off of our menu, but so it's kind of fun to find like a full bar somewhere to be able to grab something. Should we talk about number 7?
Number 7.
Also in
Still
Epcot.
in Epcot.
Yeah.
That was a good time. Well, yeah, actually, we haven't eaten there. Spice Road Table.
In Morocco.
In Morocco, they have a walk-up bar where you can go and grab a drink.
The drinks are good.
The drinks are really good. Great sangria. And
then we've done the
Moroccan
was
mule.
it the Moroccan mule? Yeah. That one's
That's
good.
good and refreshing.
The last time we went, I think we got like a pitcher of sangria, which I didn't even realize was something that we could do. I feel like I remember going to the bathroom, coming out of the bathroom, and you were gone. And I went, I guarantee you, he has gone to a store or to a bar. And Spice Road Table was closer to me, so I went, I'm going to check there first. And there you were at the bar, grabbing a pitcher of sangria, and I was like, that checks out. I didn't even realize you could get a pitcher of sangria, but we sat at a little table in Morocco, and we drank a pitcher of
really
sangria.
Nice.
It's a great time.
Overlooking the lake.
Yeah, we had a really good time with it. Would highly recommend. Yeah, and again, I believe it's a full bar, so get a drink.
So.
Oh, we're going to Animal Kingdom for number 6 at the Dala Bar. I really enjoyed this. This was one that we did not go to the first few times we went to Disney World. I don't even think we realized that it was like an option. And then the last time we were in Disney World, we discovered it, and it quickly became one of our favorite spots because, again, it's a full bar. It's right next to Festival of the Lion King, so you can like grab a drink and then go see the show or wait for the show. And it's also in a good location because you're kind of right in the middle. So if you're leaving Pandora and you're going to like walk around, that's kind of a good middle spot before you continue on to the park to like grab a drink. So we really liked that just location wise. And the bartenders were very nice. The drinks were strong.
They were. They were.
They poured those drinks, let me tell you. And yeah, we just thought it was so convenient. It was such a convenient spot.
What did we have there?
I don't think we ordered off the menu. I think we just...
had to make something?
I want to say...
I know we did have we had the beer. We had the...
Is it like the Safari beer?
The Safari Amber? Yeah. That's right. Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that one you can only get there in the park?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's a really good beer. I think we went back and forth between the beer. I want to say, as I got closer to the end of the night, you were doing like bourbon, like on the rocks, I think.
Bourbon on the rocks?
I kind of think so.
In Animal Kingdom?
I kind of think so. I have like an extreme memory of this. Like it's very vivid. And I don't know if it was because like we were talking to the bartender and they had one that you were like, oh yeah, I should try that. Or if it was like, had been a long day in Animal Kingdom and we didn't know what was happening anymore. But I have like this extreme memory of us doing, I think I was doing vodka cranberry and you were doing bourbon on the rocks.
Great. And it's Perfect. Probably during the daytime. That doesn't seem like anything I would do, but I probably did. I probably did.
Yeah, it sounds right, but I don't know. All of their drinks there was good. I do feel like during the day we did a lot of that safari beer from there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Should we move on to our number 5 spot?
Yes, I like this one. Baseline Tap House in Hollywood Studios.
See, this is one of those ones where I'm like, why would you go to Oga's? Why would you go to Oga's when Baseline is
if you're just going for a drink, and they have a nice charcuterie and
that giant pretzel.
The pretzel. Yeah.
I love that pretzel with like the mustard. Ooh.
With the mustard. It's good.
And they have that cheese dip to dip in it. It's like a beer cheese. Ooh.
Yeah. It's a good quick snack that comes out
really
after just a few minutes.
Yeah. And they also have a really good beer selection.
Yeah.
And they do have mixed drinks, but I feel like
mixed drinks.
We've done that a couple times.
I want to say a margarita.
We've done that. Definitely. We've definitely gotten I feel like we got a margarita and then we asked for like a shot of tequila to make it stronger.
They just have their 2 drinks, the cocktails on tap, their Baseline Select Margarita.
But they will let you get like a shot of something to like.
Yeah, a shot of tequila.
Mm-hmm. But we always
in the
get
California Sunset. We've had that.
Mm-hmm. I feel like we will frequently get like a beer flight and then a mixed drink to go. But we'll do like a beer flight with our charcuterie board
with our charcuterie
pretzel.
And pretzel. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I just love that spot because it's like a good halfway point again. Like location is really convenient. Good
beer
for people
cheese
watching.
Fondue.
Yep.
That's what comes with the pretzel too.
Yep.
That's right. That sounds good right now.
It does sound really good right now.
Yeah.
What a surprise. Cheese sounds good right now.
Should have bought a snack.
We said we were going to do that last episode. You're like, next time we'll have snacks.
Yeah.
We're not doing good.
No.
But yeah, no, we really like Baseline Tap House. I will say there was one time there's limited seating inside. And by limited, I mean like maybe 3 tables inside. So most of the tables are outside on a patio. And there was one time we went and it was pouring rain. We were kind of miserable sitting outside with our pretzel and our charcuterie board.
But we were going to do it.
Well, we were going to do it. I'm just saying that it might be one of those spots.
And cheese.
It really is. But I would say maybe check the weather before you head over. Should we talk about number 4?
Back to Epcot. Yep.
Back to Epcot.
Back to Epcot. This is a fun one. Space 220 Lounge.
Yeah. We've only done it once because it is a little bit more difficult to get into. The restaurant requires reservations and they go fast. The lounge requires reservations and they go fast. And the bar top is walk-up waitlist only. So a little bit like Trader Sam's, you have to get there like a little bit before it opens, and it opens at 11, I think. So you have to get there at like 10:30, check in with the host, wait in a line, and then as spots at the bar become available, they'll bring you in. So it's harder to do if you have a bigger party. Even with just the 2 of us waiting there like early, we waited in line for like almost an hour to get up there.
Yeah, it took a long time.
It did,
and
but it's really fun.
It was really fun. It is really an experience to go into that all the way up in space.
Yeah, I think it would have been higher on the list, but I feel like your experience is so hit or miss because there's a bartender, Chris, and if he happens to be there, you know that you're going to be in for a really good experience. Yeah. He's a fantastic bartender. If Chris is not there, you have to just drink what's on the menu. I want to say Chris is like the bar manager, so he has a little bit more flexibility with what he can do. But if he's not there, then you have to just drink the drinks on the menu, which are fine, but nothing spectacular. So I would say take that with a grain of salt.
We just kind of gave him some flavors of things that we liked, and he just whipped some amazing galaxy kind of cocktail up.
Oh, yeah, it was... And it was like a whole show where like you had to put it on your phone with the flashlight on so you can see it. And like he had a whole story. It was like there was one, it was the Gamora's Fall. And so you had to
Oh,
do it, and then like it won off your phone. Like it was like there was a whole story involved. Like it was so fun. But I don't think we would have had as good of experience if Chris wasn't there that day.
yeah.
And then it's like you waited that
Hopefully
long
not.
for a fine experience instead of a great one.
Well,
But
yeah,
still worth
I
it. If
feel
you've
like you're
never done
waiting. You
it,
might as well just do the restaurant side.
I've heard bad things about the food.
I have, yeah, nothing comes to mind that's memorable. I don't think we
But
had
yeah,
any food when we went.
we had a cupcake because it was my birthday and they learned it was my
Oh,
birthday.
yeah.
So they gave me a cupcake. And it was a good cupcake.
That's right.
It's a nice chocolate cupcake.
That was like, yeah. He was great. He really took care of us.
Yeah, he really was. He's a pretty standout member of the Disney Day Drinkers Club. So we should have known that he was going to do good things for us.
Yeah.
Should we talk about number 3?
Yeah. Number 3.
The
Just going
Brown
back and
Derby
forth.
Lounge.
Brown Derby Lounge. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good little time.
We love the Brown Derby Lounge.
I love sitting
in
out on
Hollywood
their
Studios.
patio.
Mm-hmm. And they're great because they do have that patio that you can sit at, but they also have that cart where you can just walk up and get a to-go drink.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is
Great.
good. Yeah, it's good for both of those. And grab a little table
Yeah.
and grab, what did we get there? Yeah,
We did
martini
Cobb
flight?
salad. We did the martini
salad.
flight and a Cobb
salad's
salad.
good. Pretty
And it was great. And the
delicious.
martini flight was perfect because you tend to do vodka martinis. I do gin martinis. So with the martini flight, you drank the vodka one, I did the gin one, and then we split the last one, which was like almost like a Cosmo.
I think it
And
was,
it was
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
It was really good. I would recommend. But yeah, also that cart is just a really good spot. If you're at the park and you need to grab a drink to go, it's so good. Such a good spot.
Yeah, we use that one a lot.
Yeah, like all the time.
Moving on. I'm really excited about number 2.
I'm so excited
the
about
next
number
2
2.
are actually the
They're
next
so
2
good.
are my 2 favorites. I guess that's
But
why
yeah, that's why they're our top 2.
Makes sense.
Really? The top 2 on our list of favorite bars are your 2 favorites?
See what you did there?
It's almost
Love
like
a
we thought this
margarita.
out.
Mm.
You want to
Should've
talk
known.
about number 2?
Yes. Number 2, we're going back to Epcot to Mexico for La Cava del Tequila.
It's such a
It
good
seems
spot.
like it seemed like the strange idea to get an avocado margarita the first time I went there, but we fell in love immediately. And now we have
Immediately.
to, that's every time we go, we have to start with that.
Yeah. Well,
And-
we
and
are of the
shots.
opinion that when you go to Epcot, you must start in Mexico. We don't believe in this start in Canada
It's the
nonsense.
only way.
And people that say that,
No.
they're like, oh, it's because if you start in Mexico, you get too drunk too fast. Amateurs. Amateurs. Why don't you raise your
Hold your liquor.
tolerance and then start in the right side of things? Start in Mexico.
Right. An avocado margarita, it's basically breakfast.
That's what we say it is.
And then
We're
you get
getting
a couple
everything
of
we need.
their tequila shots with their what
It's
is
like
that
that
stuff? What is
tomato
that?
chaser.
It's a little tomato chaser. It's so good.
It's to the point where like we do the shot of tequila. And I will tell you right now, as for someone who drinks as much as I do, I can't do shots. It takes me 10 minutes to do a shot. And every time I get made fun of, but I'm just not, I cannot do it unless we're in Mexico because
Let's go with that.
that little chaser of tomato, it is all the motivation I need for that shot of tequila. It is so good. So good.
It really is. Yeah. We got the recipe for that one. We'll have to bring up sometime.
Oh, yeah. We've done the avocado margarita at
Both of
home
those.
too. and
Yeah.
We'll have to share that one at some
That's
point because
good.
it was really good.
It's also a great place just to, they've got an amazing tequila selection. And
They do. And they have like a few little tables. So if you can get in there and sit at the table, because their chips and queso is
Chips and queso.
Very
So good.
so good. But yeah, no, we love La Cava. Such a good spot.
And yeah, I think that's all we've really done there. We really haven't ventured out too far. Sometimes we'll try a new
We've-
tequila, but
We've tried a couple new tequilas. And
We
the
can just-
bartenders are always really good about recommending a new tequila.
Yeah,
and they
they're
do
very
have some that are
knowledgeable
like
there.
unbelievably expensive. So they will ask you like, what's your price point?
What your
And be
price
honest,
point? Yeah.
because if you're not honest, they will pour you a shot of tequila that's like $200. And I guarantee you it's going to be a delicious shot. But do you really want to spend that much money on a shot of tequila?
Yeah.
I wouldn't judge you if you did.
That's why you start in Mexico, because if you do, you're going to remember it.
If you start in Canada, by the time you get to Mexico, you might be drunk enough that you say yes to that $200 shot of tequila.
And don't even know that you did it.
There you go.
Exactly. And we like to go on.
The Grand Fiesta.
Yeah, that's so much fun.
We do love that
I really enjoy that.
Yeah, we love the Mexico Pavilion. And I love that it's inside. So like on those like really hot Florida days, best thing in the world to go in, grab a drink from La Cava, and then sit by that fountain in the air conditioning and just chill. Oh, it's
nice
perfect.
And cool in there.
Perfect. Should we go to our number one pick?
Number one, yes. This is just, I think this place should be everywhere.
This is the one where I'm like, if they don't bring it to Disneyland at some point, I might have to write an angry letter.
They can put it somewhere. I know they can fit it in there.
They have got to find a spot because it's perfect. I truly, truly think it's the perfect Disney bar for like an in-park bar experience.
It really, really is.
Should we talk about it?
Yes. The Nomad Lounge in Animal Kingdom.
God, it's so good.
I have heard that
it's becoming more popular, so it's getting harder to get on the wait list.
Oh, no.
My recommendation.
The first time we went there, it was so easy.
Well, the first time we went, it was like a global pandemic and no one was in the parks.
So like maybe that had something to do with it.
But I think the way that it works for us, the reason that we always get in is like we don't accept no as an answer. Like if the app says that the wait list is closed, I just keep hitting the button anyways.
Yeah, and something will pop up right away.
Something always pops. Within 5 minutes of me just continuously pressing the button, even though it says that the wait list is closed, we always get a spot. Always. And then it'll say it's like you have 45 minutes. I don't think we've ever actually waited 45 minutes for our name to be called.
Always a lot faster. Yeah. There's
so
things
I would say
to do, so people going out pretty quick.
Just keep pressing the button. Just keep pressing the button. You'll be fine.
But they got the inside bar and seats in there and tables inside, but they also got the tables that go outside along the river.
Oh, we love those.
So that's such a great little spot to
see the
relax
boats.
And see the boats.
The characters are on the boats.
You're not looking at a bunch of people. You're just looking at, it looks like the jungle across the river. And
yeah, I will say the first
time
that we were sat outside, I think we were disappointed because we were so hot. But we were like, bring us inside. But then by the time we realized that characters were going by in the boats, we're like, don't ever put us inside.
Yeah. See, I think, I guess it depends. But they'll come through dressed in their safari gear.
And you do oftentimes, I think we've seen like Pocahontas and Miko multiple times on the boat too.
Yeah.
And she's not in safari gear. She's just in her usual.
What's his name?
While you think about that, I will discuss some of the drinks that we get. Because we have a few that we kind of rotate through. I feel like one of our favorites is Jen's Tattoo. And I feel like at one point, one of the bartenders was like, oh, not a lot of people like it. We love Jen's Tattoo. We think it is a really delicious drink. And then there's also the Boda-Rita, and we've really had good times with that one. And then also you get the Annapurna Zing pretty frequently, and you always really enjoy that.
Oh, yeah, passion fruit and the glowing lotus flower you get with that one. I've got several of those, actually.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things about Nomad Lounge is the drinks are, I would say, more adventurous than like a standard Disney drink. Like it's not that like pre-batched mixed blue curacao drink. It's like really interesting flavors that might sound a little bit
better
scary.
Quality juices and things.
But they're so good. And then they have like specialty glow cubes. Like there's, like he was saying, there's like a lotus flower glow cube that's beautiful. I'm like, or for, I think is it Jen's Tattoo? They top it with a dried hibiscus flower. That's like really
I love
good.
That.
Like
it's really good.
So you get some really interesting things in the drinks. And I think that
Or
alone
slice
is
of
really fun.
watermelon.
Yeah, like really just fun things. And then the other thing that we love about Nomad Lounge is the food. We
The food
love
is
the
a
food.
good
I think it's
snack.
our favorite charcuterie board on property
Yeah.
is from
Yeah,
Nomad
it
Lounge.
is a good one.
It's so good. And you can always get the bread service
Is
from
that
Tiffins, which is right next door. And oftentimes they'll have
good service?
specials
Yeah.
also from Tiffins. So we've had like a mac and cheese there that was really good. But we can't
I
go
don't
there
know
without
where.
getting the charcuterie board because it's
There's
just
the pork belly.
the pork belly.
Pork belly's good.
Mhm.
I'm not seeing the charcuterie board on their menu right now.
It's never on
Try
there. It's always just on like a
Just get
little
it?
card at the
Mm.
table.
Oh, yeah.
And get it. It's so good.
It's
The
really
flavors are so interesting. There's a bunch of like
Mhm.
pickled vegetables and like onions, and they like good cheeses and like really good little crackers, and like it's so fun. It's just, and the colors are always so pretty. It's
Mhm.
just great. It's just perfect. We have frequently gone to Animal Kingdom and accidentally spent hours in Nomad Lounge just drinking and eating because
Mhm.
you don't even realize you're spending that much time. It's such a
No,
good
you get lost there.
experience.
You forget that you're in a theme park.
Yeah. Yeah. It really feels like you're removed from the theme
Mhm.
park environment, and not in like a bad way, because you still see the characters going by and you still get those like Disney touches, but it's quiet. It's relaxing. Like it's such a good experience.
Launchpad McQuack is who you might see.
Oh, yeah. He is there in his little get up.
Yeah. I think.
And you get,
Yeah.
there's also a lot of boats that don't have characters, but they have like drummers and stuff on it.
Oh, yeah.
And that's kind
Play
of fun
music.
too.
That's
Yeah.
fun. Yeah. Yeah. Or you'll get, the monkeys from the Jungle Book with King Louie.
Yeah, you do get King Louie. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like Animal Kingdom, you already get some unique character experiences. And sitting at
Rafiki.
Nomad Lounge, and sitting in Nomad Lounge and watching them go by on the boats is like an added unique experience on top of some of the unique characters that you might see. So it's really fun. I would highly recommend taking a trip to Nomad Lounge if you get the chance.
Yeah. I think even Santa Claus comes around when closer to the holidays.
Yeah.
I think, was that last time? Yeah, last time we were there.
So yeah, that was all of our picks for Disney World. And then we've compiled a list of our top 10 Disneyland bars. But because there's fewer of them, we just kind of merged them all together. So it's California Adventure, Disneyland, Downtown Disney. We just kind of scooped them all up into one list to make our top 10. And I feel like there's a little bit less to say about them. I just don't think that Disneyland does drinking the same way that Disney World does.
No, not quite.
It's unfortunate. I wish we were better at it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple things, but not on the scale that Disney World has.
No. In number 10, we have the Hollywood Lounge, which is a bar in California Adventure. I hate it. I feel like I go there frequently because they always have the good glow cubes.
Yeah.
The drinks
I feel
are
like
shit.
We always have to go there for that.
The drinks
or
are
whatever.
absolute shit. They're pre-mixed, sugary, sweet. They make you feel like you're going to throw up. They make you feel like you're going to have a hangover. They're just horrible. We get them because we want the glow cubes. And then we do sometimes get beer from there. But like...
Didn't get a decent beer.
But horrible drinks. Good glow cubes. Horrible drinks.
And what do we have at number 9?
Really trying to piss me off with this one.
Oh,
at number
gosh.
9, we have Disneyland's version of Oga's. And let me
We might
tell you
have to
something.
switch those.
Well, here's the
No.
thing.
We did this before your last visit.
Here's the thing. Hollywood Lounge consistently has shit drinks. Really horrible drinks. Oga's drinks are probably better. And again, I'll say it's an experience. If you really like Star Wars, if it's your first trip, if that's important to you, go to Oga's. Fine. The past 2 times that I've been to Oga's, have had to go to guest services afterwards and complain about treatment from a cast member. And the thing is I try so hard not to do that because I get that cast members have like a really hard job. Like they are working so hard to get you like a good experience, a magical experience, to have a good time.
Yeah, they
And
put up with a lot.
they really do. So I am like always on cast member sides. I hate complaining about them. My default mode is to think, okay, they're having a bad day. It's fine. But the treatment that I've received at Oga's has been bad enough that I felt like I had to say something, because I was like, if this was something that was happening to a person that had saved up a huge amount of money to do like a once in a lifetime trip to Disneyland, and this is the treatment they received, it would really kind of ruin that experience for them. And like,
now,
so
kitty.
it's one thing for me to have like not a great experience, but when it's that bad, I feel like I have to say something to guest services, because if that happened to someone else, it's just not like, I mean, it's really bad, like personally insulting. Like the last time they told us that we smelled bad, and it's like, excuse me, like, is that supposed to be a joke? Like the time before that, no one came to check on us for 45 minutes. And then when we finally got the bartender's attention and we said, can we please order a drink? They said, oh, you've already been here 45 minutes, get out. We hadn't been helped. We couldn't get attention from anyone. I mean, like, it's things like that where I'm like, those are just such unacceptable experiences that like, it really puts a bad taste in my mouth. So I'm like, right now I'm struggling because next weekend I'm going to Disneyland with my whole family. And the thing is, like, my dad and me, we're Star Wars people. Like, my dad showed me the Star Wars films. So part of me is like, I have to go to Oga's because they should experience it. But like,
has he seen that yet?
No.
No. Yeah, you have to
and
go.
So I'm like,
cool.
Part of me is like, we should go. But the other part of me is like, do I want to subject my family to a horrible experience like that? Like, it's just put me in such like a weird spot where I'm like, Oga's is so low on my list now.
Times.
Yeah. And both times the insults and the bad behavior has come from a lead. It's not even like a cast member, but like the manager of Oga's for that shift. And it's just, I'm like, you know, with things like that, like behavior comes like from the top, right? So if that's how the leads are behaving, like it doesn't set everyone else up. You know, it's a weird experience for me. So that's Oga's.
Well, moving on. Let's get off of that one. What's number 7?
Oh, number 7 is Pym's.
8. Is it 7 or 8?
8. 8 is Pym's. 8 is Pym's, which is in California Adventure. It's in the Avengers campus. Pym's does have like a dining area, which I've never eaten at, but they also have Pym's Tasting Lab, which is just the bar. And I really like it. They have really good beer. They do have cocktails that are there. The one that people are like really talking about now is the R&D martini, which is like an espresso martini.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd really like to try that one.
Yeah. It's a really good spot, and I like it because you can mobile order, so it's super convenient to, like, when you're walking through the park, quickly mobile order and then just pick up your drink and go, and the beer just comes in like a cup, like a plastic cup. But if you get one of the cocktails, they come in like a little beaker that says Pym's, and it's like a sturdier plastic, so it's always been plastic that I've kept, and I actually use them. We use them in my kitchen as like...
I like it when that drink comes with a souvenir.
Yeah, so if you don't want it, it's plastic, you can throw it away, but I've always kept them because it's like a convenient thing to have. So I really like Pym's. It's nothing special, but like it's a good option for something in California Adventure. Now on to 7?
Now on to 7. Yeah, what's that?
7 is the GCH Craftsman Bar,
which
is in the Grand Californian Hotel. It's kind of outside by the pool.
I didn't even realize that was there for the longest time. You know how?
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't. I really like it because, and they do take reservations, and there are always reservations available, even like same day. So if you get there and you're like, I just need someplace to really quickly like grab a drink, grab a bite of food, kind of get out of the parks for a little bit, it's a
Mhm.
really good option. We had a
Yeah.
really good flatbread there,
We
like
did.
a
Yeah, that's
pizza,
right. Yeah. And it's
and good
outside.
drinks.
The weather's always great there. Good drinks. Yeah. We got a pitcher. Did we do a pitcher of sangria? I know. I feel like that's something we had. We
I
had a
feel like
pitcher of
we got
something.
something with guava or passion fruit.
Mm. But not a lot of places do pitchers. But if they do, I usually grab one of those.
I'm like really trying to remember now what we got.
Yeah. Let's see
Didn't
here.
we get like a mojito?
Is it a pitcher mojito?
Maybe? Was it, I want to say it was like a passion fruit mojito or something. Does that sound right?
Does sound very familiar.
If they had, you know what? I think we did get a picture of it. You're absolutely right. They had an option for a picture of a mojito,
Like,
and we absolutely
right.
did that. You're
You
absolutely
never
correct.
see that especially for a cocktail.
And I remember thinking it
So
was
that
a
was
good,
really good.
it was like a good price. Like it made sense. Like for how many drinks we got out of it, it was a really good deal.
Yeah, because it was like, what, 3 drinks a piece?
Yeah. And they weren't like huge drinks, but they were decent sized. On to number 6.
6. Yeah, what's that?
6 is the Lamplight Lounge in
Lamplight
California
Lounge.
Adventure. It has gone through some changes. It used to be called Ariel's Grotto. And then when they rethemed the area to be Pixar Pier, it became Lamplight. I really like Lamplight. I felt that Ariel's Grotto had sweeter drinks. They were a little bit more syrupy, whereas Lamplight is a little bit, you can still get the old drinks if you know them. It's like a secret menu thing. But yeah, I really like the drinks. The one that's popular right now, like on TikTok, is the Dole Whip cocktail. It's not on the menu, but it does taste exactly like a Dole Whip. And I would say they do, it's like you can get it as a shot. The first time we went and we were like, can we do, like, is this real? The bartender was like, get it as a cocktail because it's like the same price, but it's more. And I was like, good looking out.
Okay.
And it's true. The shot was like $18 or something. And it's like a shot. Like, get the cocktail. Get the Dole Whip cocktail.
Yeah.
They also are really well known for their lobster nachos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
that's a
they're
good
good.
snack. And a great location. Right in the heart of everything.
Yeah, I will say that Lamplight Lounge is really hard to get into. The wait list closes down early, but one thing that you can do that we didn't actually know about until very recently is you can go up to them and say that you just want to get a drink to go. They will walk you to the bar, let you stand at the bar. You can't sit down, but you can stand at the bar, order a drink to go, and then just take the drink out into the park. So if the wait list is closed, if you can't get a reservation, just go up and say that you want to get a to-go drink, and they'll let you do that and walk out into the park with it.
Yeah.
It was a good tip. And it's also, if you get a reservation or you get into the walk-up wait list, get it as late in the day as possible because they will not kick you out when World of Color starts. World of Color is like the water show on that lake. And they will let you just move over to the side and stay with your remainder of your drink and watch World of Color. So try and get into Lamplight Lounge like
It's right there.
as close to the end of the day as possible because it's a really good spot to watch World of Color.
Can't get a much better view than that.
Oh, it's really great. Number 5?
Number 5 is...
5 is the Palm Breeze Bar at the Disneyland Hotel.
Palm Breeze Bar.
It's a new bar.
Yeah, that's right. Newer.
Yeah, it opened when they redid the DVC, like they added in the DVC tower at the Disneyland Hotel. And it's just kind of like their pool bar, but it's great.
It's really
We
good.
really loved it.
It's a really cool space. They've got
Good
that
drinks.
massive Mary Blair inspired mural.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we
Good
had really good
drinks.
drinks there. We ordered it was like a shareable plate and we got the poutine. Shareable is an
massive.
understatement. It was
two of us didn't
shareable
even
for
finish
like
that.
6 people. It was huge.
It was a lot.
It was delicious though. It was really good. But yeah, it's a good
Uh,
spot because there's like not a lot of places that you can reliably just like walk up to and get a drink in Disney Spring or
Yeah, that
in
was not so
downtown
busy.
Disney. And that place, it's always empty. Always empty. The bar is empty. The tables are empty. Like, it's just a reliable spot to go get a really good drink and a good snack, which
Mm,
is nice. It's a really nice option.
yeah, off the beaten path a little bit.
Number 4.
What's for?
4 is the Hearthstone Lounge, which
Oh
is
yeah,
the lobby bar in the Grand
the Grand
Californian.
Californian. I love that
It's
actually.
great.
We don't go to that
It's a
enough.
We don't, but it's
Kind of forget
such a
about it, but
good spot. The Grand Californian is themed. It's like a wilderness theme. It's as close to as what we got to like the Wilderness Lodge. Like it's very rustic. And so it feels very warm, cozy. There's fireplaces. And that's kind of the vibe for that whole area. And so it's a very comforting bar. The drinks are really good.
Drinks are really good. Yeah, full bar.
Yeah, full bar. The bartenders are really, really nice. They're really helpful.
I don't feel
Just
like
a
it's
really
ever
good spot.
very loud or busy there either.
It's not crazy. They do have a wait list that you can join if you want, but I don't think I've ever had an issue just walking up and asking if I could sit at the bar.
Mm.
And it's always been a good experience. Always.
There's the cat again.
Yeah, I can't get rid of it.
Okay. Well, Kitty, what's number 3?
Number 3 is the Magic Key Terrace.
The Magic Key Terrace. That's always been one of our favorite spots.
Well, we used to really love it because it was just the wine terrace. And anyone could go up there. And it was always empty and just had the best vibes. And then kind of recently, they transformed it into the Magic Key Terrace. So you do need someone with you who's a pass holder, who has a Magic Key. But the view is still great. It's on like the second floor of the building. So you can completely see Guardians of the Galaxy. You can completely overlook like the lake.
Yeah.
Like it's just a really good view. Good snacks. Drinks
But
are
you're kind of taken out of everything, so it's quiet and away from the
it's
crowds.
really quiet.
You got
And the drinks are good.
You're right on the hill there, so if you're lucky, you might get a cat actually visiting you
Yeah,
just
there
like
used
that.
to be a cat that was really well known there, Nutmeg, and
Yeah,
Nutmeg has
Nutmeg.
unfortunately passed away.
Yeah.
But they do have a drink now named after Nutmeg. Feral Cats of Disneyland.
R.I.P.
Wild stuff.
Yeah.
And
Cute
Nutmeg
cats.
was very sweet.
It's a good spot to go grab a bottle of wine though and share with some friends.
Yeah, I think the wine there is my favorite thing. Their cocktails are fine, but fine.
Yeah. The wine at the Magic Key Terrace though is usually what are they, Disney affiliated vineyards?
Yeah. There's something that has, yeah.
So
They
you've
tend to
got
be.
like,
And
what is that, Skywalker
Mhm.
Ranch
Mhm.
vineyards?
They normally do
in
like
there?
Fess Parker too, don't they?
Fess
I'm
Parker.
trying to remember why Fess
I wanna
Parker is
say-
affiliated with
It's been a while
Disney.
since I've actually gone there for wine.
But any of
I
the
don't wanna
wines they
say,
have, like in the menu, they have like a little page that talks about the winemaker and their connection to Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we very frequently when we go, we don't really look at anything. We just go in and say we want a bottle of the Prosecco.
Mhm.
And then we
Bottle
drink
of
the bottle of Prosecco.
And a cheese board. Cheese
Naturally.
charcuterie. Yeah. It's another good spot for that.
Yeah, it's too bad because back before it became the Magic Key Terrace and it was just the wine terrace, they had deep fried risotto balls that were so good. And it was like cheesy and good.
Yeah.
And they haven't brought that back, and I'm horribly disappointed by the whole thing.
Why take away such a good thing?
It's really unfortunate. Should we go to number 2?
Yeah. So number 2.
It's a big departure from our Disney World list.
It is.
Because it's Trader Sam's.
It is.
And we put Trader Sam's low on the Disney World list. But it's number 2.
I hate to say that it was, disappointing in Disney World, but we've got just such a, ours is done so well.
Yeah. Well, I think the thing is Disney World has a patio too, and it's technically called something else. It's not Trader Sam's Grotto. It's Trader Sam's something. Disneyland,
Yeah.
it's all just one thing. It's all just Trader Sam's. And at Disneyland, if you make a reservation 60 days in advance, you can make a reservation. Disney World, you can't make a reservation. Disneyland, you can make a reservation. And you're pretty much guaranteed to get a spot inside. Disneyland, if you just join the walk-up wait list, you're pretty much guaranteed to sit outside. But our outside patio is really nice.
It's really beautiful.
It's like a good spot. So I don't mind sitting outside. And I like that that's an option.
Yeah. And the cocktails, though, most of the cocktails I think are pretty similar.
To the one in Disney World?
Yeah. But
I know that we have a lot of really good food on the menu at Disneyland's. I don't think we even looked to see what the food was like at Disney World's.
no, we didn't, actually.
But the
We usually
food
get a
at
bite at
Disneyland's is really
Disney.
great.
Yeah.
And one of the things that we like to do is we will go just grab a drink at Palm Breeze while our name is on the wait list for Trader Sam's. And then as soon as we get called, because they're both at the Disneyland Hotel, they're like a 2-minute walk from each other. So it's like Tambu Lounge and Trader Sam's and Disney World. But we have the Palm Breeze bar and Trader Sam's.
Similar?
Yeah. I think it's just nice at Trader Sam's and Disneyland because in Disney World, you have to be in the line in person to put your name on the wait list. Whereas at Disneyland, you can join the wait list on your phone through the Disneyland app. So it's not quite as restrictive in terms of movement and where you can be.
It just makes it a whole lot easier.
It really does.
I'm trying to remember. I feel like I always kind of just go for a different drink. They're all pretty tasty.
I'm pretty sure we do the OA pretty frequently because we like fire.
We do that a lot. Yeah.
We like fire.
Yeah, that's a good show.
But I do feel like
and it's a
we've
good one
gone
to share.
through. It is a good one to share. I do feel like we've probably gone through the entire menu, to be completely honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they've all been delicious. I
down.
don't think we've ever had a bad drink there.
There's a really good selection of food. I think it kind of changes.
Yeah, it's very Hawaiian, very tropical. Really fun. Our number one spot, much like I was really excited about Enchanted Rose and really excited about Nomad Lounge, our number one spot for Disneyland, I'm pretty equally as excited about.
It's pretty great.
And it fits with our theme for our drink because it is Carthay Circle Lounge in California Adventure.
Hey, did we do that on purpose?
Probably.
We'll just say we did.
Yeah, Carthay Circle it's great. It's themed after Carthay Circle was a theater, and it's where Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs was first shown. So that's kind of the history of the theater. And so it's a very like old school Hollywood themed bar with really good alcohol, really good drinks, like high quality alcohol.
I love all the old photos of like Walt Disney and the animators and different things around.
It doesn't feel like a theme park bar
no,
at all.
Not at all.
It just feels like a really good drink spot. And I would recommend getting a seat inside if you can. When you join the walk-up wait list, you can always ask them, like you can go up and say, I just joined the wait list, or, can I please sit inside? And they'll try their hardest. They do have an outside patio that overlooks kind of the street, Hollywood Boulevard in California Adventure. So if you had like a group where you wanted to see the red trolley car go by, or you wanted to look at any of the outside entertainment, the patio is a good option. But I love the inside seating of Carthay Circle.
Yeah, me too.
The food at Carthay is really good too. We've done a lot of it. They have like a steak skewer that's really good. They have shrimp that are really good. They have a pork belly bao bun that's really good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they have a lot of good. And they have a charcuterie board. It's on their dessert menu.
Charcuterie.
Which is a choice. It is really good. It's a really good charcuterie board.
It is really good. Yeah, it is. And their drinks are pretty solid. Like you said, the Pan Martini
Pear martini is delicious. They make a really good martini, a really good Manhattan.
Mhm.
They're just really solid drinks.
What else did we get there? Oh, from our last episode, that was our pick
Yeah.
for their
They also make a really good
Halloween time drink.
espresso martini.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so those are our top 10s at Disneyland
That
and
rounds
Disney
it up, huh?
World. And do we want to quickly run through our
We have some,
honorable mentions?
some that we didn't put on here, but are definitely places we would recommend.
Yeah, I mean, there are places that are great. They're just not top 10, you know?
No.
So yeah, we have for honorable mentions in no particular order, we have the Skipper Canteen in Magic Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
It's a restaurant.
I do love
you
that.
have to get food, but they have good sangria. So if you're in Magic Kingdom and in need of a little something, head to Skipper Canteen.
They have those little cheesy Brazilian breads that are so good.
Another one on our honorable mention is Wine Bar George in Disney Springs. One of our favorite restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
Get
they have
the
a
chocolate
walk-up
experience.
Too, but
chocolate
that's worth
experience
going to for the wine.
And wine.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a restaurant.
Or sangria. They do a frosé as well.
Mm-hmm. Again, restaurant in Disney Springs, Morimoto Asia. We've had really good drinks there.
Really good.
And then also just get the Peking duck and the A5 Wagyu. Just do it. It's a good experience. Just do it.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to be talking about food here.
Well, if you're already there getting a drink, might as well.
You might as well. That's what gets us into trouble every time. Just gonna go for a drink.
Yeah. Go for a drink and then get the caviar and the A5 Wagyu, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Another one on our honorable mentions is the Three Bridges Bar at the Coronado Springs Hotel.
I really love that.
They have really good sangria. They also, you can take a sangria class there, which is a fun activity if you're looking for an activity to do. But if you don't want to do that, just go there and drink the sangrias. They're good.
Yeah. I prefer already made.
Yeah, less work. Going over to Disneyland in downtown Disney, it's Centrico. It's a new bar kind of in the middle of downtown Disney. It's where the Uva bar used to be. Really good margaritas. Really good margaritas.
Delicious.
And also good food. I've had good tacos there and good quesadillas. Very good food. And they have like handmade chips and salsa that you can get and they'll scoop it right there and it's bottomless. So it's good. But the margaritas are to die for. And then we also in downtown Disney like Naples.
We end up that a lot. They make a
good
martini,
bar to just,
espresso martini.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've done martinis, espresso martinis, all sorts of stuff. But Naples is a good spot because you can just go and ask to sit at the bar. And if there's a spot available, you can just hop on up. And it's always a fun time.
You might as well get the burrata while you're there.
Might as well. And then going over to Hollywood Studios, we put down the Fairfax Market. It's like a little restaurant. Listen, it's a bunch of bullshit, but you can get mimosas there at like 9 a.m. So if you're in the park, you can't wait for something else to open at 11 and you just need a drink, go to Fairfax. It's mostly orange juice.
It's
a bunch of bullshit.
Go get yourself a mimosa.
It's mostly orange juice, so you'll be fine. But it is an option earlier in the day. We also would recommend any of the beer carts in California Adventure. There's a bunch of them all around, and they always have really good beer selections.
Of good local Southern California beer selections.
Mm-hmm. And I would recommend those over something like the Rita Margarita. There's like a margarita thing in San Francisco, and the margaritas are mediocre at best. People love them. I don't know why. Just go to a beer cart and grab a beer. They're good. And then we would always recommend if there's a festival going on, either in California Adventure or Epcot, look at the festival booths. They have a lot of really good drinks in the festival booths.
Mm-hmm.
And then also in the boardwalk, we like Abracadabra.
Abracadabra is kind of neat. There was just too many to choose from. Otherwise, that would have been on there.
Yeah. It's a little bit trickier to get into, but good if you can. It's fun. And then we also like Bar Riva at the Riviera. It's their pool bar. We thought the drinks were mediocre, but the food was good. And if you're doing a Skyliner crawl, it's a good stop.
I do believe Yeah. It was an easy stop to get to and
Hmm.
kind of nice resort, but I felt like it's been hyped up a lot and didn't really live up to the hype for us.
The drinks reminded me of the drinks at Hollywood Lounge, but instead of being
Mhm.
pre-mixed, they were made by a bartender, but they were overly sweet and you went because they had a glow cube.
Mhm.
We also liked Bellevue Lounge. It's another resort lounge in Disney World, and it's an option. Wasn't our favorite. I feel like we liked Ale and Compass and Territory Lounge more in terms of
Mhm.
like resort bars, but Bellevue is not a bad option if you're in that boardwalk area and you just need a little something that's inside. And then the other option in Animal Kingdom was Thirsty River. It's right next to Expedition Everest. It's like a little stand. The drinks were really sweet, but if you're like gonna
Oh
wait in
yeah.
line for Expedition Everest or something and
It's
you
a good
just need
spot to grab
something
a
for the
drink for
line,
wait line. Yeah.
it's an option. And then finally, our last honorable mention was Chefs de France in Epcot. The wine slushes
Those
are
those are
unbelievable.
fun. Those are good.
Unbelievable. But that's really the only
Yeah.
thing on the menu is the slushes. So there's not a lot of
Yeah.
variety, but really good.
I think that about wraps it up.
Yeah, I feel like we went
Yeah.
through a lot of them.
A lot. Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
And it's not
Well,
even, there's still so many more out there.
yeah. Well, hopefully we inspire you guys to try some new Disney
Yeah.
bars.
Just special shout outs to Nomad Lounge, Enchanted Rose in Carthy Circle.
Yeah. Oof. It was hard to get to
Those
a
will
top.
always have a special place in our hearts.
They're really good. Really good. Well, don't forget to subscribe, leave us a review. We really like to hear from you guys and hear about what you want to hear about from us.
Yeah. And let us know what are your favorite bars or drinks that you find around the Disney parks.
Yeah, if there's something that we didn't talk about, but you know it's good, let us know so we
Yeah.
can try it next time.
Yeah, there's a lot we don't know out there still.
Yeah. Until then, you can find us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify. You can visit our website at wickedandwasted.com to keep up with more news.
Until then, stay wicked.
And stay wasted. Cheers.
Cheers.